guys. Give it a minute for everybody to jump on here. Once you're here, hit that thumbs up for us. It helps with the algorithm. How's the sound? How's the picture look? Just let us know. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk. We'll go for a little while tonight, depending how the conversation goes. As long as you guys are interacting, I will interact, and we can talk about whatever you want. Lifestyle design, current events, a little bit of politics if you choose, whatever. Ask what you want to ask. And why are you here? Like, why do you jump on here? I know guys jump on in the very beginning just to see gear, and then they ghost out. That's fine. Are you here for gear? Are you here for conversation? Are you here because I have cool goldfish? You like all my weird stuff that I collect? Why are you here? What is it that you come here for on a regular basis? Do the free thing. Matt Christopher, what's up, buddy? We had the best date ever today in Sedona. Just felt like sharing. Are you in Sedona, California? Do you live in Sedona? My dad's lives in Sedona. Overton Windex, what's up, buddy? Mr. Greg, how are you? Cat Daddy, what's up? Gerson, how are you? I'm here for you. Sexy thing, what's up, man? Chef Angry, yo, what do you think a Scully 18 mag rig would cost now? I don't know. I'd have to build it custom. It'd be up there. It's a trip, right? Those my guys take a 2.5 hour video podcast, and Austin chops that into a 10-second shocking sound clip, right? And it's weird. Guys crawl out of the woodwork. Scully's like, all you guys, like, I carry 13 mags. You're going to live and die with what's on your back, right? And these guys crawl out of the woodwork, and they're like, standard combat load is 6 mags. Yeah, in peacetime, on the military base, at the gate guard. But all that shit goes out the window when fucking bullets go both ways, right? Have you not heard of suppressive fire, right? Break contact. And it's weird, this cat is just losing his shit over this strip of material hanging down here. And he's trying to pull the whole thing off the table. I don't think he knows that, but... So it's weird, all these dudes jump on there and they're like, COD, and Scully's like, what are they talking about, COD? What is COD? He's not putting it together as Call of Duty. And then when we posted the video clip of him wearing the rig yesterday, a totally different type of viewer, commenter, got on there, and they're like, yeah, I was in Solder City and we ran out of ammo too. My whole platoon ran out of ammo. It's weird just from day to day, the different comments that come up. College of DuPage. Jared Bryan, what's up? Truth, but when shit hit the fan, when everything is taken from you, you're going to need much more. Yeah. Accuracy by volume of fire. Wranglers. Oh shit, is Wrangler Star in here? Cody? I didn't even see that. I'm missing some comments here. Let's live chat. Let's look at the live chats. Here we go. Jared Bryan, what's up? Evan Dixon, what's up, man? How are you, Evan? Wrangler Star in the house. Wrangler Star. I don't see Wrangler Star on here. What is wrong with YouTube here? Okay, let me show you guys. We'll show you a few things. So, if a man wanted to carry a pistol up here while riding a dirt bike, right? We've spoke about this a lot, several times. FUPA, our fanny pack. This is the XL. Oh, Wrangler Star, there he is. What's up, man? How are you? I was on the live the whole time today. Awesome. I've watched your content since the other homestead, and I was there when you were on live with when you were with Jack Spearco on Survival Podcast years and years ago. I'm a fan. Watch quite a bit of your content. Anyways, we built this originally, a little smaller version of this. Kayaking. Works good on mountain bikes. I think we actually have it on mountain bike in our promo video that's on the link on the website for this. This is a fanny pack. It's like a lot of other fanny packs, but it's also got some other features in there. Works great as a crossbody bag, but these come with shoulder straps. We've got these attachment points in multiple places here. And these come off of here. They're slotted. You just take your 1.5-inch hardware off, and you take your waist strap off of there, which adjusts here, right? It's captive here, but it adjusts here. So you can set this up to where you don't have a lot of tail on this thing. Now, your shoulder straps that it comes with works as a cross harness, X harness, and these are here. And you can see these are slotted. So you just put these on here and you run them crosswise, and you can run this high or low as you wish as a chest harness. And we put points of 550. We've put multiple loops on all 4 corners here, as well as the back. And what you can do with that is you can do a few things with it. You can set this up as a drawbridge with some cord keepers and some 550 cord, and you can limit how far this will go down. So you could put a sheet of plastic, foam, whatever you want to make this front panel rigid, and you could use this as your workspace as a desktop. Originally, old GPSs like the old 76 Garmin's that were flat, those could be Velcroed in place like we did on the NSW admin pouches. What you can also do is you can take your 550, tie your favorite macrame knot. I know guys lose their shit when I say it's paracord, John. It's paracord art. It's macrame. My grandma and aunt did it 50 years ago. But you can girth hitch your 550 here with your monkey fist or whatever, and then you just have your cord outside exposed, and then you can take this. Here, I'll show you. You can take this. You can also just grab the face if you wish, and you can just rip it open, right? Now, you can put whatever. We gave you 2 Velcro walls here, so you can organize this however you want to organize it. You can put one of our large Velcro mesh pockets, or 2 of our small ones will fit in there. We do a cross-draw Velcro adjustable holster. If you want to carry a pistol in here, the best way to carry a pistol is get with your favorite Kydex company, have them build a proper pistol, a holster to your pistol with some retention on there. I have multiple sources we can use for said holster, or if you have a favorite one, ideally you have them build it flat, and then the ridge over the top has the retention for there, so that it'll mount flat. Now, we've seen guys take normal IW in the waistband holsters, strip the hardware off, wrap them in adhesive Velcro, and just Velcro them in place. That will also work, but ideally we get a flat one. And then you can put your Surefire Tactician next to it and some extra mags, whatever you want. Now this one, these have a flat pocket here, so wallet, keys, you know. I know we all hide our keys at the truck when we go ride after we unass all the bikes and stuff, but nowadays, I mean, we're not really going to hide that key anymore. We're probably taking it with us. So you've got the flat pocket, you've got the back pocket, the main compartment, and we can organize that in any number of ways. Now, I know there's a lot of companies out there that are like, made in America. And some of them are, to some extent. But I always find it weird when a company says, hey, we make our stuff in America, and you never see a sew shop. That's why we do lives randomly during the day across all platforms. Because if you're making stuff in the United States, you're proud of that, right? I pay my employees. We use U.S. goods. The material comes in the door. I pay dudes that cut this stuff. We pay ladies that sew this stuff. We put money through our local post office. When I pay my employees and they buy things locally, that tax gets spent in the local economy. We support restaurants. We support local farmers. We support local small businesses here. And I don't know why that is, but a lot of places that say made in America never show you made American manufacturing. And they definitely never show you Americans manufacturing. And I don't know why that is. But this is the sew floor here in small town USA. Rural route, 69 and 70. Old rural route 66, that was the way before the interstates. And rural route 69 is literally on the other side of the property over here. Why don't they? I'll give you two guesses, but you're only going to need one. Yeah, Overton. Yeah, exactly, man. Serger sewing machine. I do have a Serger. We don't actually use it very often. I've got a Serger sitting right here. You can see there is a lot of stuff on here that is not sewing stuff. These boxes right here actually fit very, very well into several of our products. Our tool bags, and you don't have to use the Ozark. Like you can use the real Plano boxes or whatever. The Wamboo, I think, is the other brand. Finally had some free time doing well, shooting clean. Nice, nice. Weapons Junkie, what's up? How are you? I don't know why that freezes. Scott, you could use his Velcro holster for that application. Play on words. Assembled. Yeah, assembled in America. Hide the key. Hell, I used to leave them in the ignition and we'd ride. Times are changing, man. Times are changing. I hate designed in the USA, assembled overseas. We ISO every day. I've been doing this for 35 years. I am 52 right now. I sew every day. And at this point, I would say 99% of our products, because I do task some things to other people now in this building, 99% of the products we make, I designed and built the first one. Like all these samples, I made all of these. Almost all of them. Almost all of them. And I mean, we make tons and tons of products. But this is my sewing station. You can tell because it's the messiest one. Cody would lose his mind in here. But I know where most stuff is for the most part. And we just build. We build nylon gear. Nowadays, we used to do a lot of SEAL team stuff in San Diego. That's kind of where we started. And I walked into an Oakley store 15 years ago, and they had some cool camouflage backpacks, but with some really industrial military, like metal hardware. And the term is lifestyle design, right? Riding dirt bikes coming from San Diego, Carlsbad, Borrego, De Anza, all the tracks out there. Grew up, Ricky Johnson, Life's a Beach, right? Company, which became No Fear, FMF, the militia, metal militia guys. And the big thing you always heard was, they sold out, right? They went corporate. When you could no longer had to go to a motorcycle shop or a pro shop to buy a dirt bike shirt, and you could now buy it at JCPenney, right? And I always was kind of angry with those guys, right? You guys sold out, right? You went corporate. Well, as a businessman, when you go corporate and people invest in your companies, you make a lot more money, right? And you can take that money and start another, ground base roots type business, right? You don't have to be mad at money. You just do business and do what's best for your family and your employees, and then maybe we transition to something else. But we've kind of stayed grassroots. But with the seeing the Oakley stuff and the metal hardware and doing the lifestyle stuff, right? It's not all meat eaters and killers, right? It used to be if there was somebody on CNN that was on the news in some conflict, our product was there. And it still is, some, but that's not where the money's at. That's not where the volume is, right? How many SEALs are there in the United States, in the world, right? How many U.S. Navy SEALs are there? I don't know today what that answer is, but it used to always be less than 1,000. How many pieces of gear can I sell to 1,000 guys? So if we make an NSW, that stands for Naval Special Warfare, right? The SEAL teams. We make an NSW chest rig. It's $750. Guys with guns, they love them. But the truth is, 5% of the guys that have them put them on and actually use them, right? I would guess 60% has never even, been on with a real gun. But when I can sell a man a wallet or a visor cover, every day he's going to pull that wallet out and he's going to see that label that says made in the motherfucking USA, and he's going to smile. He's going to show it to the person at the other side of the cash register, or he's going to take it out and show his friend. Every time he gets his keys out and starts his truck, well, nowadays you don't even start your truck, right? You just push a button. But every time you get in that truck and you look at that visor cover, that's a piece of product that we made in this building that you will get a use out of every single day. So that's where the lifestyle gear comes into play, right? And there's people that trash talk us. Amazingly, people have time to, participate in things that bother them. But we just build products right here, and we build all of them. I mean, here they are. There's threads all over this stuff, right? A man stands here and cuts all of these threads off. A lady sat over there. A man stood back here and cut all this webbing and Velcro and stuff, right? On these cutters. And then they came out here and a lady sewed these together. And then a man's going to stand here tomorrow, and I'm probably going to stand on the other side, the owner of the company. I'm probably going to stand over here with him for part of the day and clip these threads off. And my wife is going to put all this stuff in these boxes, and we're going to ship another 200 packages out of here to individual people all around the world. Cat Daddy, use my NSW rig, but not with anyone shooting back. Man, I hope that you never have to experience wearing that rig and somebody shooting back at you. I did a podcast. We just ended a podcast about 30 minutes ago with Sonny Pazoukas. He came from Russia, came to the United States a long time ago, actually. And he's a firearms trainer, right? And has a lot of history. And we sat down, and it's a really, really good podcast. I never know what direction these things are going to go in. We get guys that are the absolute tops in their industry, and we come in and talk about something that has absolutely nothing to do with the industry. And we just talked about his journey in life, and what kind of changed that. And he kind of came back to the church, and he's had some real changes in his life in the last couple of years, and things are really, really good for him. What Easy K said, damn, how I missed that. Dude is a legend. The only gear that can give you the fizz. The fizz, I love it, the fizz. I heard him say that today. I heard him say something else today, too, that I hadn't heard before. I don't remember what it was. It is funny seeing people make fun of all the color combos and contrasting thread. They don't get it. Okay, so let's talk about color contrast for a second, right? Why do we put pink in gear? There's a couple reasons, right? And there's a little psychology behind it. How many times have you went and bought something for your wife for Christmas, for instance, a bow, right? Let's say a bow. You want to go hunting. You like to go hunting. You want your wife or your daughter to participate, so you go buy her a bow. But her bow looks just like your bow, or it used to. Nowadays it doesn't. But really, you bought yourself a bow, right? So when we started doing color contrast thread, we do toxic green, pink, red, right? Guys would buy that, and she had true ownership in it, right? He couldn't buy it with pink thread and be like, hey, I bought this for you. Oh, but it looks just like yours, And what we found is women will buy this. We see a lot of women buy gear with the pink thread or the Tiffany blue thread or the purple thread in it. But we also see guys order it, and when the guys order it, they order more of the other stuff also without that contrast. So the volume of orders, the cost of orders went up. And then I bought a TRD Pro Toyota truck. The day I bought it, I had no intention of buying it. I bought it because it had red thread in the seats. So how do we market this gun gear and this tactical gear to other people, right? Well, you sell it to Jeep owners. You sell it to Ford owners. We sell it to Toyota owners, right? Hey, this matches the thread color. Well, what do guys that typically have Jeeps and overland vehicles and expeditionary vehicles and off-road trucks, what do they also typically own? Most of them are firearm owners. Well, we can transition and we can catch his attention with the gear that matches his truck to carry his tools. By the way, hey, you've got a rifle. I've got a sling for your rifle. What else can we do with that? Well, I live in Camden, Tennessee because James Yeager said, hey, come to Camden, Tennessee. And I did, and he's got a tactical training school, right? So now I can bring brand new customers into our ecosystem, and all those guys with guns typically don't have training. We can expose them to come take a class and have very good weapons handling skills, right? It's not gun shooting, it's gun fighting here. And this is one of the few places that does it like that on a hundreds of acres of range. So what else can we do with that? Right now we have them, we met them, we can bring them in, we build a little family, a community, right? And now we can have expos and like our chainsaw, class coming up. There's so many people that have left the cities and moved here, and we have storms, right? There's people with chainsaws, but they have no chainsaw handling skills. Do I need chaps? Do I not need chaps? Do I need iPro? Do I not need iPro? Do I need EarPro, right? How do I tune this? What kind of chain should I run? How do I safely use this? How do I cut a tree under torsion, right? Well, we put out on the website, hey, chainsaw workshop, right? Overland workshop. Self-Reliance Festival, right? Who would have thought we'd have 1,000 people here on this property 4 times a year for Self-Reliance Festival? And it all starts with what? Maybe it starts with pink thread and a belt or a holster. Overton, will your moto have any red thread? Mr. Landfill, welcome to the membership. Thank you for your membership. For people that are not sure what that is, we have a membership here on YouTube. We have 3 levels. We have a $1, a $5, and a $10 level. At the $1 level, it gets you access to our private content. We do about 10 hours of that per week. Amanda, my wife, and I, we do a question and answer, and people ask business questions or relationship or whatever they want to talk about, and we answer it. Scully and I sit down and do 2.5 hours of podcast every week called Pulling the Thread. It was started as a conspiracy theory podcast. And as you research that kind of stuff, you find out it's not really conspiracy theory. We did 126 episodes, 5 days a week, and then we stopped. And for years, people were like, bring back Pulling the Thread. We have. And at the $10 membership, you get that as current events. And if you don't want to pay the $10, no problem, no worries. We just put up episode 7. Once a week, we're going to put up an episode to the public for free. 7 just went up. Yesterday, we recorded episode 27. So if you want it as current events, it's $10. And you can interact, and we answer your questions and talk about whatever. Simply, they're conspiracy queries. Yeah, exactly. DJ Guzman, what's up? Thanks for the membership, buddy. Hey, DJ, I believe that was you asking about your dog leash last night. Pulled that up. That's an OD dog leash. I need webbing made. We don't use an actual webbing. We make it because it looks a lot better. So we're going to seam some pieces together, run it through the machine over here. So it's on the top of my radar right now. Crocs really got their kick off in the movie Idiocracy. I do know that. Get jumped into the dome. It's only conspiracy till it's fact. Overton Windex, I would like to know about the Titanic. Was it really the Titanic that's at the bottom of the ocean? A lot of people say it's the sister ship. How about all the people that started the Federal Reserve actually were on the ship, left the ship, or were supposed to sail with the ship and didn't show up for that departure that day? I believe everybody that was there on Jekyll Island when they formed the Federal Reserve were supposed to have been on that ship on that particular voyage. Hitler made it to Argentina. Oh, I don't think anybody even disputes that, man. Tim Kennedy ran around Argentina and said there's blonde hair, blue eye. There's whole villages that speak German. Greta von Helm or whatever her name is, his wife, woman, girlfriend. There's some video out there of her with Hitler in Argentina. I don't think anybody at this point disputes that even. Hell, the Kennedy files that were declassified, right? They talked about UFOs, and oh, by the way, we knew Hitler was in Argentina. Hunting Hitler with Tim Kennedy was amazing. Yeah, Tim put up a really good video last night. It's the Britannia, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's what it is. 8 mag stack today. I'm a real boy. That's a warfighter chest rig right there. 8 mags, stripped down 8 mags. You can put 16 mags on that rig. That's a lot of bullets. The Olympic and the Britannic, Britannia, I think you're thinking of the silver. I own Crocs, but I feel a bit of shame. You should. Crocs, wearing Crocs is like walking around with your fly down and chewing gum at the same time. You ever like somebody shows up at your place of work, right? That you're good. You'll talk to him for 5-10 minutes. But then once he's been there like 2 hours, you're like, okay, this guy needs to go. Like you're stopping me from doing my work. I need you to not be here, right? It's that kind of guy. That's like wearing Crocs. Wearing Crocs, gum chewers, same thing. The guy that's chewing gum, you want to chew gum? I don't care. Do it so I don't have to see it, smell it, right? But you're standing there smacking, you're talking, your mouth's open, you're blowing bubbles. Like you're not a 10-year-old girl. It's time to grow up. Take the Crocs off. Southeast South Wash, when do you think the products will enter stores? Oh, I didn't see he's on here. If any of you guys like to pressure wash things, anybody want a pressure washer? You want to see like the top in the industry? That's that, man. Attached Rallyman one side for my, oh yeah, that's what you're putting on there. Ordered Brown Man H harness earlier, responded back. I saw it, James F. We got you, buddy. You make a set of SUV Combat Crocs and they'd sell. Not my medium. 6 richest companies, families were supposed to be on the Titanic, but mysteriously didn't get on board. Hitler wasn't his real name. You can find that in many movies. Real society looking folks. Working on getting some of our chemicals into Ace and True Value stores. Always looking for how many customers can I hit the same product line. Is nice. Certainly an addiction. I do love supporting SOE whenever I can. My Crocs to the post office today and picked my Woodland Grand chest rig. Thank you for your order. I hope you never have to push your car while wearing your Crocs. Speaking of selling gear to SEALs, any updates you're willing to share? Possibility of new? When it happens, we will let you know after it happened. Overton, will your moto have red thread? Essential consideration. Tad, I was 50 on the likes. Which Tad's here? Tad or Tag? Overland is black with red trim inside. When you train with red thread gets dirty. We bought 3 Toyota trucks because they had red thread. We bought 3 Toyota trucks because Toyota really took care of us, right? I think I currently have Ford, Dodge, Chevy, GMC, there's a Range Rover, there's some Porsches. I think I've got something else, right? I got a couple Fords. Toyota, when we used them in our social media content where we had like our tool bags and stuff and we were throwing them out of the trucks and smashing them with bricks and we drove over the video of the Tacoma driving over the tool bag was filled with gravel. We drove over it 13 times before we had the shots where we wanted it. When I shared that video, the dealership reshared it on their social media, and then Toyota USA shared it. So our videos where we've used Toyota products all have last I looked, which was a couple of years ago, we had over 2 million views on the products where we had Toyota products. And I have a relationship with the owner of the dealership in Cool Springs, and he's just done us very, very well. So well, in fact, that 14 of our friends have personally bought vehicles through that dealership. They really do us well. And I'm not talking like special price. I don't ask for a price or anything. They really get our stuff. When I need a truck, we go in there and I don't talk to a salesman. They've got all our stuff. We sign some paperwork. We don't even go to the showroom floor. We go to the side where we take delivery of the vehicle and a glass door rolls up and we drive the trucks out. Stacy Roth, what's up? Have you ever thought about getting your currently hunting raccoons in my Sordens? Nice. Fiber lasered some OB birthing forceps. That's cool. I have some old birthing forceps. You make a set of Comet Crocs. Scientifically, it's a hypothesis until it's a theory. Plate tectonics is still a theory. $10 level also gives you super skookum fizz. That's what it was, skookum. What's the history behind the fizz? What is the definition? I mean, I know what he means when he says fizz, but what's the actual definition of the fizz? Pure comedy there. I'm going to use that one next time. Most reliable and cheapest cost for maintenance has been my old Saturn. Can you get parts? I thought Saturn went out of business, right? There's not parts for Saturn manufactured any longer? Question mark. Getting my first sewing machine this weekend. Todd, what are you getting? What did you go with? You'll know that your sewing machines are well used when the paint is off of the wheels. That's because you put your hand there to add drag to slow the motor down. It started from British Top Gear episode. James May used it in place for cool. Oh, right on. I get it. I got it. When you feel great after making a purchase, that's the fizz. Got it. Okay. What's the other word I heard him use today? Skookum? Skokum? Skookum. Skookum. Where's that come from? Man, I'm gonna have a whole new vocabulary. Act accordingly. We got some multicam battery pull-out trays and pouches running tomorrow. Looks like we've got some more shotgun cards. These are some kind of bag, something with a zipper. Chewbacca cocks. Big old Wookiee cocks are running tomorrow. Tomorrow, next day. Boot bags, adjustable holsters. 1-quart canteens are running right here. Cat, you're going to have to learn how to sew. Can you freeze dry sardines? I would suspect that you can freeze dry sardines. I'm also in HSV, not far from you guys. What is HSV? Third-party manufacturers are making parts for Saturn. Right on. Step above is a Cooch Skookum. What's the business motivation for the ads from Bud Light, Miller, Ford, etc.? I think it's to destroy iconic brands. I think you will find that most of them are owned by foreign entities. For instance, a company from Brazil actually owns the main corporation that owns the beer companies that are currently melting down, right? Lizzo, we tell the craziest amongst us that they're the most beautiful and the smartest, right? When everybody knows that to not be fact. I think a lot of it is for division to get us to fight amongst ourselves. Because if we are busy fighting amongst ourselves, we don't realize that the political parasites, your politicians, are the actual real criminals. That's what I believe it is. Have a Singer Surger and a Singer 5705, right on. Pronounced Chooch, boss. Chris, buy the sling and tourniquet holder. And yeah, so I see Josh addressing somebody about a sling and tourniquet holder. If you want your tourniquet holder sewn onto your sling, we actually do that at point of manufacture. So you buy both products. In the note section, put a note in there, hey, I would like this tourniquet pouch sewn onto my sling. And then make sure you hit apply when you put the notes in. And then as a even just a backup precaution. You're going to receive a confirmation email. Reply to, like, immediately when you order and pay for this thing, you're going to get a confirmation email. Hit reply to your confirmation email and say, hey, I'm just making sure that the notes came through and that I want this tourniquet sewn onto this sling. And then we will make sure that happens. We'll also reply back, hey, yes, we see the notes. That Sean Ryan episode was good. I normally don't listen to anyone in a 3-letter agency. Yeah, Josh, so apparently that man has an enormously large podcast. CIA, well, you heard it. CIA guy, worked for, several administrations. Do you crashing the beer company is a part of Big Withdrawals to assist reset digital currency? Maybe. You also, right, if you crash the stock, people dump the stock is super devalued, and then somebody could buy the stock at a super undervalue. That is another possibility. They also don't have to pay their stockholders out if it is crashed down at a lower value. Are you running OD for canteen covers? Holzer, send me an email. Tell me you would like some canteen covers. In that same email, tell me how many canteen covers you would like. I will put them online for you. You can order them, and then we will do a small run of them for you. And we'll build a few extra. Corporate buyback on the cheap. Yep. There's going to be a huge influx of super cheap Chinese EVs. Oh, yeah. My cousin works for Mercedes-Benz. And he sent me a picture of a Mercedes-Benz sitting on a lift. And then the battery and the tray and the pan of the car was on another lift beside it. And that was all the batteries. It is wild. I have been listening to his podcast all day long and still haven't gotten to the end of it. Yeah, it's good, man. The one he has on the hacker, right? Hunting all the pedophiles. That's a very good episode. I'm Canadian. Never heard Skookum till a couple of years ago. Sean episode was good. I normally don't listen to anyone. Spot on and out. American Nomad, what's up, buddy? I guess Crenshaw is phony. I think Crenshaw is phony. I think that you should listen to Goggins, right? Goggins was on a friend of mine's podcast. It's called Chips and Caviar. My friend is Rob. His partner in the podcast is Aaron Singerman. He is the owner of Redcon One, enormous company. Their products are now sold in Walmart as well as a lot of other places. Redcon One is a supplement company. He also owns a couple gyms. He's got an amazing gym in Nashville here. Anyways, they had David Goggins on. David Goggins had some interesting things to say about Crenshaw. It's worth listening to. I think everybody on here probably knows who David Goggins is. I think I'm going to crack a beer tonight. Been a few months. Tyler, why break the few months? Half the family has recently moved to Jackson, Tennessee. Going to visit them in the next 6 months. Going to coordinate that with some training at TAC Response. Any chance? Yeah, absolutely. You can come by here. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Just stop by. Let me know the day ahead of time. A lot of times I'll be not present. But yeah, we can definitely do that. While you're in Jackson, we actually leave here and go to Jackson to have sushi. I know sushi seems like a weird thing to have in Tennessee. There's a restaurant called Hana there. There's actually 6 sushi restaurants in Jackson. Hana is my favorite. I'll be going there sometime this weekend probably. My father brought up these EVs are way heavier than standard cars. What will happen to the first parking? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. They are way heavier. Any medical insert trays in Coyote? Yes, there is. Now, with that said, those are wide open inventory. There was 2 up there today. That doesn't mean 2 people haven't bought them, and you could order the 3rd and we don't have it, and you'll get it when we build it. But I do have OD. So if you absolutely have to have Coyote, or you want Coyote, order Coyote, put in notes, hey, I'll take another color if you don't have it. Because, with that said, they go inside a pouch. You never see the color of it because it's concealed inside of a pouch like one of these. How many columns of webbing for attaching canteen covers? 2. or 3. Cody from Langerstar was talking up your bags. He seemed to be impressed with the quality. Jeremy, I was there. I listened to it. Loved the video. Wrangler Star was actually on this video a few minutes ago tonight. Not broadcasting. He was at here just like you are. So this is the field you're going to use to attach the canteen cover. This is the field we've given you to attach other stuff to a can. I've never seen anybody actually attach anything to a canteen cover. Stay clever. I'm great. How are you? What do you think about stock price manipulation and buying up bigger portions of the beer company? I think that's exactly what somebody's doing. The LBV is better than I imagined. I think people have no idea. I'm sure somebody on here doesn't know, right? There's 64 on here right now. I'm sure somebody does not know. They look at this and they're like, oh, a Molly vest. Let me just take a minute and tell you some things that you might not be aware of. On the shoulder pad set, this Velcro here on both sides, as well as on the back here, right? This unvelcros. What do you need that for? You're going to route comm wires, and you're going to route your hydration tube for your Camelback, which attaches here, right? This is not only Velcro, but there's a slot underneath that, and your hydro carrier attaches there, hangs down, and then clips in to these side buckles right here. These right here, these pieces of webbing here that we've made, see how good this looks? It's because we're not using printed webbing on it. We actually make this webbing in-house. These, you take very large flex cuffs and you route it up, and it comes out here, right? Sticks way out here, out of this one. And then you route it underneath and back up here. And you can put one on each side, and you have 4 flex cuffs. You could actually put 8 or 10 in there if you want to jam them in there. That's the shoulder pad set. Our shoulder pad, you can actually pick a guy up with this. Now, when you attach our butt pack, which also works with this system, the butt pack attaches to the belt and the back panel, or just you can put it at the height you want it attached to. These clips here clip in to support the butt pack, which has an equal drag handle. When that thing's in there, you can pick somebody up. You can pick up a person and actually midget toss them. Oh my God, he said midget. Yes, midget, true. Midget toss them. You can midget toss your guy. It's Clever from Facebook. First time joining you. No, I knew who you were. Graffiti artist. I know exactly who Clever is. He's a famous tagger. Looking long term, people won't remember the beer issue. Attention to details. You guys rock. Thank you, man. Hell had a 12 pack, will last basically a year in the fridge. You know, I've never drank a beer. I don't like the way it tastes. I guess I've had 1 or 2 beers, but I've never finished a beer. I will never go and buy a beer. I've never had a Coors or a Miller or any of that stuff. Any thoughts on silver prices, electric stuff? Use it. Was thinking prices might go up. Jeremy, they go up and down. I wouldn't tell you not to buy. I buy silver. I think if my son said, "Hey, should I buy silver, Dad?" I'd like, yeah, every week, buy some silver. Buy some gold. Right? I would buy some Bitcoin. I have Bitcoin too. I vote midget tossing a bit. I agree with you. I think we should put a whole Velcro wall in, and we should all toss the midgets and see who can stick the midget the highest. You can also run a single point. See, I get to practice, right? I practice with Amanda. You can run a single point sling through rear Velcro strips, so it's never dragging on your neck. Correct. Any thoughts on silver prices? How does the hydration attach? Hydration carrier comes with 4 clips. The 2 upper clips route through here, right? And then your clip. And then the hydro carrier runs down. And these straps here on the side right here, that's what these buckles here on the side are for. This clips to those bottom ones coming out the sides. Now, if you're not running it on an LBV, you use the other set that we gave you, and it replaces the waist strap on your chest rig. Sent an email LBV earlier looking to pick one up. I replied before I got on here. I replied to all emails requesting information on LBVs. They're $450. That is what I replied with. The cost is $450. You can, and if you reply back, I'd love it, then I will send you the payment information. And if you don't want it, no need to reply. Made it. Hope everyone is finding a way to kill tomorrow. Brian, what's up, buddy? Own the day, right? I think the dollar cost averaging is the way to go with gold, Bitcoin, silver, etc. Set amount monthly and hold for a long haul. Oh, I agree. Now, you guys buying silver, right? Tennessee used to charge sales tax. They do not any longer charge sales tax on precious metals. You go to the coin store, though, let's say ASE, right? American Silver Eagles, American Silver Golds, rounds, you're struck by the U.S. Mint. Recognizable everywhere, typically carry a higher premium. You're going to pay whatever cost of silver plus their handling, plus you're going to pay $5 more per coin, right? What's that going to be on a tube? A tube holds 20. That's going to be $100, $150 even more. They will charge you for ASEs. There are a ton of people who buy what are called monster boxes. They buy many of them and they split them up basically and sell to guys like you and I, individual, person to person. And they basically end up getting a tube of silver for the hassle of, it's a lot of work to do it, really. But there are very, very active groups on Facebook for precious metals. I'm in 5 or 6 of them. That's where I buy a lot of mine from. Now, I like the way they run these groups on Facebook, right? They're like, hey, I have these things for sale. This is the price. If you would like it, list BIN, which means buy it now. And then they're like references on request. And a dude will get on there and he'll be like, I will take 2 tubes of your ASEs. References, please. And that dude will tag a bunch of other dudes in there. And they're like, yes, I've done business with Joe Bob 20 times, right? And the beauty of this is the guy's selling the stuff. When you click his name in a Facebook group, it shows every post he's made. So you will see years of history on these guys where they've listed stuff for sale and it's now listed as sold. And they're still in the group. They vet their own guys. They do business with their own people, and their own people give them references. Works very nice. I don't know why other groups don't do that. You don't see that in any of the other groups I'm in. But I buy all the time. They'll ship it right through the mail, and I've never had a problem with it. Good night, Matt Christopher. November 3 Kilo Delta Zulu. Most micro gold is expensive. Yeah, anything small, guys. Yeah, so it is. So you can get these combi, but here I'll show you some. I have some. A combi bar of gold. Let's say 100 grams of gold. Gold's roughly $60 per gram, right? So you got $6,000 in gold there. You're going to pay $6,500 because it's pretty and it's marked up where you can snap the little pieces off. These are, I thought I was going to walk. Yeah, here we go. See, I told you I know where everything is in here. These are combi bars. You can literally snap these off and pay somebody in a piece. I think one of these is like worth $6 right now, or around there. So they're neat. But anytime you buy smaller silver or stuff with cool stuff on the silver, it costs more, right? You want to buy an ounce of gold, it costs whatever an ounce of gold currently costs. You want to buy a 1/10 of ounce of gold? To buy 10 ounces of gold, you pay a lot more than buying 1 ounce of gold. Apparently we ran some slings today. I've got some green single points. Got your zombie slayer, your toxic green, right? Got some foliage gray, foliage green. I've got some black ones, red. Why would you want a red sling? Because all your asshole friends all have AR-15s. And when they pull your black one off there, you're not going to know it. But when he's walking around with a red one, you're going to know that's your red sling. 8 mag stacked. Got some 308 micro chest rigs. I have some multicam black ones back there. Question mark. Are those 308s? Yeah, they are. Yeah, those are 308s too. Got some 308 split front chest rigs. If you're going to fight for real with a 308, like for real fight, that's the rig right there. Got a couple of subgun micros up. M1 Grand, right? Why should you have an M1 Grand? Used to have an M1 Garand because we fought a lot of wars with an M1 Garand. It shoots a 30-06 bullet, and you can still get black tip, armor piercing 30-06 ammo. Is there OD Rallymans? There are OD Rallymans. My string trimmer has a red sling. By her, Amanda's string trimmer. By that, she means the one that I use. Wearing Crocs are like getting a job with a guy. Feels great until looks down and realizes you're most micro gold is, all micro gold. Even micro silver is expensive. It just is less expensive in a smaller denomination. Decent price for silver eagles these days? I don't know. Just look on, if you want to know what the going price is, go to APMEX, Scottsdale, JM Bullion, and see what that price is. And then if you want a better price, go on some of the Facebook groups. APMEX, yep. I have a couple of 30-06 rifles, but no M1, unfortunately. We beat YouTube, folks. All my string trimmers have SOE slings. Gold Spot is a 1970 an ounce. Random question. Have you ever considered doing a canine harness or zip? No, I've never thought of that. Yeah, I used to build zippered Bible cases. I do not build them any longer. You guys have a lot of different sized Bibles. Harnesses, nah. When I go to SHOT Show and stuff, it's the canine gear that really interests me. I have built some canine harnesses. If you need one, do not wait for me to bring one to market. But yeah, I've built them. I've built quite a few of them. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Is that your dude in Gastonia? Who are we talking about? Where do you think silver prices will be in 20 years? I don't have a clue, buddy. Let's put it this way, okay? If you're going to buy silver right now and you're worried about it, like if you're going to buy silver right now for $20 an ounce, I don't know what silver's at. Let's say it's $20 an ounce, right? Would you be mad if it was $25 an ounce in 20 years? Because if you held US dollars, go take $1,000 every month and just put it in your safe. How many bottles, how many cans, whatever. Let's say, how much gold would it buy right now with that versus, or bottles of milk, right? How many bottles of milk can you buy today with $100? How many bottles of milk do you think you're going to buy in 20 years? If you put the money in the silver, it's definitely going to store the value better. Hey, Amanda, do you remember that lever gun chest rig I couldn't find? This is what I'm talking about when these get put over here. I never know to even look there. Here it is. That's the one that needs to ship. Just shared a company owned by a chick that builds badass canine gear. Cool. Cool. I've got some friends that build badass canine gear. I will check hers out. There are two things going on. There is a liquidity crisis, and there are artificially pushing the price down. Spot is only paper prices. Yes. SD bullion, usually the less expensive. Also great people. Yep, you're still not going to beat buying off of the Facebook groups. I like silver because I feels cool to get a big. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you guys can buy. You can buy a 100-ounce bar. You can buy a kilo bar of silver. They're badass. It's cool, man. Keep in mind though, okay. So if we're committing, right, we're gonna put $1,000 into silver every month, right? $12,000 a year. Or $100 a week, whatever you want to do, right? That silver gets heavy really fast. For the amount of silver that's going to fill this bag up, you could take the same dollars and put them into gold, and you could put it in your pants pocket. It's not fractional, right? You're not going to buy a bag of rice with a gold coin. If you have a ton of silver, you could still transport the same value hidden and concealed very easily if it's in gold. Got a picture of me holding 26-pound silver bar that Demo Ranch shot with a fit. That's cool. That's cool. I like Matt's content. Weight and volume hit me fast. Yeah, for sure. Gold Eagles exclusively for me. And that's because you can take a gold, that's what I'm telling you guys. You can take a silver eagle or a gold eagle anywhere, and anybody's going to know what that thing is. Now, there's fake stuff out there, right? Don't be buying silver off Amazon. Now, eBay, you're safe probably buying on eBay because all of the big companies have stores on eBay. But you can buy a tester. You can buy a tester that'll tell you whether it's real or not. Gastonia is headquarters for them. Hide my gold in my Crocs. No risk of being stolen then. You could also just put it by your penis because if you're wearing Crocs, no woman's ever going to see that thing either. Weapons Junkie was prepared Patriot class, if that rings a bell. Weapons Junkie is very familiar with Prepared Patriot. Looking for a good option for a pug if you have any. What's a pug? Are you talking about a dog? What is the top of your wish list for vehicles if money was no object? I'd get an M1 Abrams for Scully. Like, no shit. If you're like, if the vehicle fairy showed up and like, you can have anything in the world you want, I wouldn't take it for myself. I'd get Scully and M1 Abrams. Great Wolf just shared a company owned by a chick that builds badass looking canine. Oh, got it. Great Wolf did. Okay. Great Wolf's making some leashes, guys, you can check out. Great Wolf Tactical. He's on YouTube. He's on Facebook. He's got another page. It was Snoots on the Ground, and he just changed the name. I don't remember what it's called. It makes a lot more sense for dog training, though. There's a guy here in Texas with a couple of Abrams. That's awesome. I want an Earth Roamer on a Chevy chassis. Pure Evil Bandit, I want you to have an Earth Roamer. I've stood in several Earth Roamers. We were at the Overland Expo East, and it was so muddy, they had to tow those Earth Roamers. None of those Earth Roamers left on their own power. We stood in $1.5 million Earth Roamer. It was amazing. It had a hot tub in it. She fed us cinnamon rolls. She was making cinnamon rolls in her Earth Roamer. Badass. What's on the top of your wish list, man? I'm waiting for Musk to buy Scully an M1, but he must first learn to pronounce Elon. Is it not pronounced Elon? I heard the new U.S. tank that's coming out is a hybrid. Have you guys heard that? Earth Roamer money. Man, I remember looking at the off-road magazines as a kid. You know, when I was in whatever class I was in, not doing the work I was supposed to be doing, and was looking at off-road magazines. And Earth Roamer was a monthly series, right? A husband and wife, if I remember right. They were writing a series for the magazine as they Earth roamed around the world. I remember just reading those, daydreaming about that shit. The guns are even operable on them still. He uses them as a tourist deal. Demo Matt has a video. Yeah. My friend Bob's been over there. It's like a tank something. It's a dude's got a giant ranch, and you can drive out and take pictures of the animals, or you can actually shoot the animals. And then he has it's called Drive Tank, right? Drive Tank. I heard they're going to try to make the military vehicles all electric. What a joke. Yeah. Wait till because they're requiring the post office to have electric vehicles. In this town, there's nobody that maintains said electric vehicles, right? It doesn't exist. Our town doesn't have the electrical infrastructure to charge electrical vehicles in any quantity. Yeah, drive tanks. Dog breed is a pug. Looking for a solid harness option. Oh, got it. I see what you're saying. Stay clever. Look up Kilo Niner. Qilo or Ki. I don't remember which one. Kilo Niner. A guy I know is behind that company. Kilo Niner. They even have harnesses for like house cats and stuff. Good company. Oh, the rip saws? Yeah. Heavy D has or had a rip saw. If money was no object to vehicle for me, would be HMTV, big brother to the LMTV. I like it. I like it. First saw Earth Roamer in Four Wheeler Magazine in the 80s. That's the one. I keep a 2.5 kilos of each cash gold and silver for shit hit the fan. EV reliability is a joke. No drivetrain. Well, how often are you replacing drivetrain parts compared to suspension? Stay clever. You'll be pleased with Kilo Niner. If you owe a ton of taxes and have a business, go buy an Earth Roamer and write off the depreciation the first year. It would be so you don't actually get to do that anymore. 100%. Now it's 90%, right? They take away your ability to write off 100%. Ripsaw is actually crap. People are beating them up bad now and getting rid of them. Remember the Scorpion Mark Zero or whatever? It's kind of like a Humvee, kind of articulated in the middle. You could lock it or unlock it. The Army was picking them up in small numbers. It smells farty out here. I wonder why. A frail novelty. Yeah, he broke his when he was out there in the desert running it around. Scorpion, same issues. As Scully has said, EV is this generation version of the plastic bag. Yeah, and the plastic straw. It's great for the environment. It's not great for the 8-year-old kids that mine the lithium, but I'd want a 2012 Chevy 5500 ambulance. I would like you to have that. Why do you not have that? I think that would be wonderful for you to have. With like the dual alternators and everything. Scott, hit the button for the algorithm. Yes, please. I think you're thinking of a Datsun Brat. Quad alternators. Is that real? That thing really has quad alternators? Familiar with the Tom car? A lot of SF dudes used them. I think the Brits. Yes, I am familiar with it. Yeah. Some of the diesel MRAVs, the M-Razors, are coming up for sale. I mean, they've been coming up for sale, but they've replaced that thing with something kind of in between, like the Humvee and the Razor. No, but mine will have quads. Subaru made the Brat. Yeah. Had the seats sitting backward with the motorcycle grips on the little hand things. If money were no object, I would get the Landmaster from the Damnation Alley movie. I don't think I've seen that. I need a Unimog. You do need a Unimog. What would you get? Which one? Look out Crouch Engineering. They do some very nice Unimog stuff. Scully's got a Unimog. My friend Rob's got a Unimog. He's got a 406. Scully has the tractor version. Man, we used to be able to get Unimogs for $6,000. They'd bring them in through the Canadian border, and then they'd have to do something with the glass. Another guy who started the company and designed the car, taught almost everything I know about fabrication. Who are we talking about? What you really want is I like the Samurais. Infantry squad vehicle, chassis of a Colorado ZR2. Is that true? Honestly, right now, and probably realistically, be 23 Suburban, and money would have to be no object to get that. If you're gonna get a 23 Suburban, why not just get the Cadillac version, man? Get that upgraded interior. What time do you usually go live here? 9 o'clock, Stay Clever. 9 o'clock. Almost every night at or near or around 9. It was a tri-wheel RV. If you hit a rut, the 3 wheels rotated and it kept on going. I believe that's you were thinking of the in between. Oh, gotcha. Right on. Right on. Thank you for the info. Guys, I'm going to jump off of here in just a minute. Last minute comments, questions. I do have some modular spent mags available in these 3 colors after we shipped everything today. I'm guessing that's what remains. I also have some compact tear-off med pouches that are running that will probably be available tomorrow. And I see black roll-up spent mags over there. Anybody? Hey, did anybody get shipping information today? Anybody have an order shipped today? We shipped a lot of stuff out of here today. Anybody have an order go? 02 Suburban, pretty good. I've got a 91, like the last year model of the true square body. I have a ton of stuff done to that truck. Thanks for the 411, John. Have a great night. Stay Clever. Check it out on, just look on Instagram. He's pretty active there. 2-year-old stole my micro rig for a Woody and Buzz Lightyear doll, 2 boxes of graham crackers in the pouch. Nice, nice. I remember my kids putting on my Danner boots. I've got pictures of them somewhere of them little kids wearing, you know, boots that go up past their kneecaps. Got notified. Have a great night. Get another badass shipping email today. You did. Good, good. You got a shipping, Scott. Right on. Oh, that was Overton that said that about. Right on. That's cool, man. Money with no option. Cougar 6x6 pulling whatever trailer can fit a full up mortar carrier 113 and spare gear. Mark, I would love you to have that. I think that a man should be able to have anything he wants as long as it does not infringe on another man. I don't like that this dude across the way looks like Sanford and Son. I don't get to say anything. I have no decision on what he does on his property. If I don't like it, I can plant bamboo, right? I should have bought the property before the junk man bought it. Mercedes 6x6s, yeah. Brown Man micro ship. Yeah, those are nice, man. That was the last one we had. Guy's name is Ron. Not sure if he'd appreciate me giving his last name. I'm not sure who we're talking about. I bought 2 t-shirts, but it will probably ship tomorrow. Pure Evil Bandit. Thank you for your order, man. We did have a text go out tonight as well as an email. If you're on our text, we send a text every day. So if you're going to be like, man, these guys send a lot of text. Well, you had to jump through some hoops to get that text. And on every text, there is a little thing that you click and we will never send you a text again. It's automatic. We send an email out on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot of people on the email are like, hey, why is this stuff sold out? Because you're not on our text app. I've got 70,000 people. Well, I'm sure we're probably closer to 80 or 90,000 now on the text app. There's only 35 of you very close friends and family on the text app. And the text goes out 15 minutes ahead of time before email. And on email nights, it usually sells out to the text guys. Super Kit also holds 3 small children. Buddy, the Super Kit holds 3 medium-sized children. Maybe you got good breeding stock. Or 1 tax collect. Ooh, I like it. That's the best comment tonight. Try to buy within minutes of the text showing up. Thank you, Pure Evil. Got shipping info, Woodland 308. Man, they're so nice. It's going to look like this. Doesn't that just give you the fizz? Did I use it right? Is that how we use it? Does that give you the fizz? Does it make your little pecker poke out? 87 K5. Nice. I had an 81. I nailed it right on. Hey, Overton, man, thanks for being here. Tell Cody, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys shortly. And I am out of here, guys. Thank you, everybody, for bullshitting with me a little bit tonight.